time we find the rest of our brothers and get the band back together.
We're gonna have the best family reunion ever.
The Trolls movies are officially becoming a trilogy, so we're going to unpack the previous Trolls movies and series and give you a look at the latest installment that will be very, let's just say, in sync with boy band culture. Like, I'm definitely saying hello, hello, hello to this one. And if you didn't get that in sync joke, I cannot help you. This is everything you need to know before you go see Trolls Band Together.
I can't believe this is really happening!
So today we are going to hit on 4 quick topics, which include a brief history of the previous movies and shows, a look at what this installment is about, plus whose voices you can expect to hear, and what's happening on the music side. Hint, some pretty big things. Okay, so let's roll through a little Trolls history. The first doll was created in the early 1950s by a Danish woodcutter. I'm just kidding. Well, I mean, that's actually true, but we're not going to go all the way back there today. So the certified fresh first movie called Trolls came in 2016 and introduced Anna Kendrick's hyperactive Poppy, who's forced to team up with the mega paranoid Branch, voiced by Justin Timberlake, after their village is attacked by Bergens and their friends are taken. Now, they end up forming a bond despite their differences naturally, and their lives are forever changed. Now, JT was also the executive music producer of this film, which spawned his #1 hit song, Can't Stop the Feeling. Personally, I can't stop loving that song, which is weird because normally I have a really low tolerance for music that's played everywhere, but this one is still so good for some reason. And arriving with a bang in April of 2020 was Trolls World Tour. Diving deeper into the world of Trolls, this fresh film features Poppy teaming up with other troll kingdoms to try and stop the queen of hard rock trolls from conquering all of them. I mean, we're dealing with some heavy metal kids here. Now, of course, Poppy did her thing, and the jazz trolls teamed up with the K-pop and reggaeton trolls, and so on and so forth. Honestly, I want to be a part of this cast. And there was a big song and dance at the end. Now, over on the small screen, if you missed this, between those movies, there was a Netflix series called Trolls The Beat Goes On. That show actually ran for 2 years, and it follows Poppy with a different voice actress as she gets further acquainted with her role as Queen of the Trolls. And after the Trolls World Tour movie came the show Trollstopia on Peacock and Hulu. Now, this show features Poppy further befriending and getting to know other troll kingdoms now that she's helped everyone make peace. Yay, Poppy the Peacemaker! Okay, so now that you're all caught up on past installments, here is what you can expect from Trolls Band Together. Basically, it took long enough, but Poppy and Branch are finally officially a couple. I mean, I gotta say, I love a slow burn, except when it's in my life. But like any good relationship, she's learning major new things about him, way too far into it. Like, for instance, it turns out that Branch was once in Poppy's favorite boy band with his brothers called Brozone. I mean, you think that would have came up on a first date. Sadly, the group broke up when he was still a baby, and so did the family. And Branch hasn't seen his Brozone bros since. And after one of his brothers is kidnapped for his musical talents by a pair of pop star villains, it's up to Branch and Poppy to get the brothers and maybe even the band back together to save the day. Let's talk about the voices, though. Here's a look at who you'll be hearing during this whirlwind of fun. So joining the leads, Kendrick and Justin Timberlake, this time around are a bunch of recognizable voices and names. Branch's brothers in Brozone include Eric Andre, Daveed Diggs, Kid Cudi, and electro-pop star Troye Sivan. But Branch isn't the only one meeting past family, because we're also going to get to know Poppy's long-lost older sister, Viva, played by Camila Cabello. Meanwhile, those pop star villains that I was telling you about, Velvet and Veneer, they're voiced by Amy Schumer and Andrew Rannells, respectively. And making their triumphant return from past movies are people like Zooey Deschanel, Christopher Mintz-Plasse, Anderson .Paak, RuPaul, Kunal Nair, Kenan Thompson, and the members of Iconopop, among others. I mean, it is a stacked cast. Okay, let's talk about my favorite part now, the music. Music always plays a huge part of these movies, and this time, let's just say it's pretty major. And that is because we learned after the release of the film's second trailer that legendary boy band NSYNC, led by Justin Timberlake, would be reuniting and doing an original song for the film called Better Place, which, if you're keeping track like I am at home, is their first new track in 22 years. I'm not old, you're old, but also every 90s kid's dream. And another single from the soundtrack that's been released is called It Takes Two, which is performed by Cabello and Anna Kendrick. Well, friends, that is everything you need to know before you go see Trolls Band Together in theaters on November 17th. Get your phones out and scan that QR code so you can buy your tickets now. My name's Naz Perez, and thank you for watching this video. Be sure to check out our other Know Before You Go episodes so you're all ready to go before you head to the theater or watch a big show. We got your back. As always, be sure to rate and review this film at RottenTomatoes.com. We love knowing how you feel and think.